Okay, so let's look at now diffusion capacitance, which is represented by CD. This is also called as storage capacitance. This works with forward voltage, okay, forward biased voltage. So you have Pn, there are holes, there are electrons, P is connected to P, N is connected to N, and this was the width, the dotted width was the width when it was open circuit, when there was no biasing applied. When biasing is applied, forward bias was applied, the width become this solid line. Okay, so this is the width now, and it is consist of immobile ions, negative and positive. Now how the working will happen? The diffusion capacitance is the rate of change of injected minority charge with respect to the forward voltage. Okay, so we work with minority carriers with respect to the applied voltage. Okay, so if you see N side and P side, you will have at t equal to 0 you have Pn of 0. Okay, at time t is equal to 0 you have Pn as the minority carrier concentration in N side here. Okay, in N side you will having this uh, uh, Pn0, and at time t is equal to Tp you have a lower concentration which is Pntp, or you also represented by Pn subscript n subscript 0. Okay, so this is your minority carrier is decreasing with time. Okay, and after a certain time it reaches a equivalent value, means the equilibrium value. Okay, equilibrium value of minority carrier concentration, that is happening in the N side. In N side P will be the minority carrier, and why it is decreasing? Because the negative terminal is sucking out the holes, or you can say minority carrier from the N side. Okay, and that's the reason it is decreasing with time. And if the minority carrier will decrease, the width will decrease. Okay, because you are taking out the minority carrier, which will give negative charges. Okay, and if the negative charges combined with positive charges, it will disappear. Okay, the region will disappear. So this is as if you are decreasing the width. Okay, so width will be decreasing, so same thing will happen in this side as well. Okay, P type, if I'll plot that, if I'll plot that P type in P type, so this will be the curve. Okay, so this is N side, this is P side, so this will be the concentration value N of P0, and this is N of P at 0. Okay, this you can see N of P at Tp. So at somewhere, if you have Tp here, so you have a concentration and it will decrease with time. Okay, so this is for P side. So it is respect to time only, t is equal to 0. So you had too much of minority concentration, it decreased because positive charge sucked the electrons towards himself. Okay, and at time Tp it is decreased to a equilibrium value Np of 0. Okay, so that is how the things are working, and here the width was this, so width decreased. Okay, it becomes solid line. So you can see that unlike transition capacitance, in this case you are having the reduction of width. Although I am showing it to be very very large, but it will be of the order of micrometer or something. Okay, it's very small. So that is the working of the diffusion capacitance. Now we will see the expression for diffusion capacitance. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the expression of diffusion capacitance, which is tau into G. So this comes by this small derivation. So we know this P and N sides curve with respect to time, the concentration with respect to time. So if you will see only this side, N side, the whole current, whole charge will be equal to whole current into tau P. Tau P is the time, till time whatever the current is flowing due to the charge QP. Okay, This is in the minority carrier in N side. So CD will be dQp divided by dVp, which can be written as tau p into dIp divided by dVp, and this dIp divided by dVp will be equivalent to IDC divided by eta Vt. Okay, IDC is the DC current which will flow across the forward bias current which will flow across the diode, divided by eta, which is ideality factor, and Vt is the thermal volt equivalent. Okay, which you can represent it by G into P. Okay, so tau p into Gp, and the same thing can happen in N side also. From unsigned perspective also you can see this. So in general you write diffusion capacitance is equal to tau into G, where G is the forward current divided by eta Vt and tau is the time. And okay, so you will be able to get the value of this capacitance, okay, the diffusion capacitance. So that is how the derivation goes, and I know it is a bit vague, but that is how the derivation is. And uh, This is similar to what we have done in the diode equation when we were solving for the transconductance. So that is how you can relate it to GP2. Okay, and this is the expression for diffusion capacitance.